Hey guys, I'm Dirty Ewok. Welcome to your F1 report here with GLC. Firstly, sorry the report is late. Work commitments and everything else have had me working from morning till night, and I just haven't had the time. However, I'm here right now to give you your report for Hungary. Hungary, what a track. It was windy. Yeah, probably got more corners and bends than any other track on the circuit that we've raced so far. Now, not a track that I was happy to be racing, but by the end of the race, I quite enjoyed it, to be honest. Once I got into the flow of it, it's one of these tracks you don't really get into the flow of, and you've really got to put the time and effort into it. And with work and what have you, I really didn't get the time. But as the race progressed, it ended up being quite an enjoyable race. Nonetheless, wasn't the fastest, but enjoyable. Now, a little bit of news. Here we go. So we've got a new driver. Yes, another new driver to the F1 calendar. We have got Regan92, who has joined the Haas Racing team. So they now have a full team. So, are they going to be a force to be reckoned with? Only time will tell. Now, I ask for notes from drivers each week to help with the review. This week, due to the lateness and what have you, we're not going to go into the driver's perspective, but I will be bringing it each week. A few notes from different drivers each week, just to give it something a little bit of a mix, So apart from that, yeah, there we go. So a few things about the race before we get into who was where on quali and who actually finished the race and what position they raced in. But a few things that happened throughout the race, to be honest with you. We had a little battle with me and the Minotaur, where I think we were dancing on circuit. It was corner after corner. He'd go wide, I'd go wide, he'd go wide. We grasped at some point, little pirouettes and a bit of a tango, and then off we went. And I've not had that this season really yet, and it was quite enjoyable to have an actual battle with somebody on track. Being one of the slower drivers, I tend to be getting lapped, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. Me and Manito had a great time at it, and he had a good time as well. And it was nice to be able to get into a battle with somebody, be nice and close, and not crash out, which is really good. So yeah, thoroughly enjoyed that. Now you had two safety cars in the race, and one was a virtual safety car that we don't know why. All of a sudden the game just launched the safety car. From what we knew, no one had crashed out on the second one. But hey ho. There was a safety car in the first instance where a driver crashed. However, the second one, the game just threw it up. Don't know why, but the game threw it up. It was a safety car, and I think that's what made the race quite interesting. The fact we had two safety cars, there was two obviously instances where everybody closed up, and the battle was on again, and that made it quite interesting. And it made it a less lonely race for the slower drivers, because instead of spending the race just plodding on, no one to battle with, and just getting lapped, consistently, when it closed up, you were able to see the cars in front of you. It gives you something to chase for instead of an empty track, which is something kind of hard for slower drivers when you just got an empty track in front of you. It's what gives you that motivation to push. When you see a car in front of you, in some cases you can race hard and fast and more improved. In other cases, if it's an empty track, you kind of lose your focus a bit. But there we go. So two safety cars. Now out the race we had two DNFs. Okay, unfortunately, his first race in the Regan, he had a DNF, and so did F1 XL Sam. He had a DNF as well, which is kind of surprising. He's been very consistent since he joined Sam, but unfortunately he had a bit of an issue with, I think it was the front wing, which caused some issues. He kept going, maybe didn't pit in time, and ended up coming off the track, smashing the car. Now there was a little battle on track which was quite interesting, which was Melon Mal and Superior Rain. Yes, they had a bit of a chase session going on. As me and Minotaur. Now the chase session ended. It didn't end races, but it ended. But they had a little pirouette on the very tight chicane, where a man was being superior, maybe pushing a little bit too hard. I don't know, but they were racing very, very close. They had a bit of a spin. Both drivers survived, but it just shows that everybody wants the points, and they're going to push and push, push. And as for events and stuff that were on the race, there's not much happening in the race apart from that. To be honest with you, it was very consistent, and we had no major dramas, no race instances, which is good. Which means everybody raced cleanly, respect for everybody else on track, and there was good communication again, which was key, really key in Hungary, due to the fact that it is a windy track. Passing places are, there's quite a few, but if you leave it too late, you're straight into a hard corner. There's no really gentle corners in Hungary. They're all quite, quite challenging, especially at speed. And the track's not that wide either. So, hat off to everybody who communicated well and raced well. So we're going to move very quickly into the qualification. Now, I don't have my notes. I'm going to go work straight off the website here. The quali... the quali. Now, I wish I could say there was different names at the top. I wish I could. I really should. But there's not going to be. The times are tight, but it's the same names. So in reverse order, Parched Monk, he pulled a 121.7 on his quali. In third, third, but I don't that was third. In second was Loki with a 121.4. And then Binary pulled the pole position with a 121.2. So between first and third, there's literally nothing in it. It's ridiculous. It's between first and second, it's 0.182. That's how close it is. You can't even blink your eyes that fast. That's how close the quali times were. These guys were pushing hard. I know a few of them have been practicing, because when I have managed to jump online this week, and I've been busy with work, I have seen people they're on there, on F1 practicing, and put the time and effort in. And obviously some of our drivers do racing in other leagues as well, so they're racing at one another's, and it's obviously paying off because the times are there. You can't not see it. So excuse me. That was the dog. Okay, race results. Now, out of the quali top three, only two of them made it to the top three of the race. And I'm just suddenly aware. Yes, I am. Here we go. I'm going to introduce. This is Alfie, okay? Alfie's the one who's just opened the door. And I closed the door thinking he'd gone, but he's here. So say hello, Alfie. There we go. Yeah. Next season's F1 driver. I'm going to leave that in there. I'll probably start again, but I'm going to leave it in. He's in. Alright, Alf. That's Alfred. So only two of the drivers that made the top three in the quali actually went into the top three of the race. So in reverse order, okay? In third was Zygon. Zygon pulled a third. Now he qualied in sixth, made it to third in the race. So 3 spots. Nice one. Second pace goes to place. I can't talk today. What's going on? Yeah, PLACE. Yeah, right. Okay. I'm waiting for the comments on this one. Second place goes to Loki. Yeah, a non-mover. Second in the quali, second in the race. Consistent as ever. He pulled the second spot, which can only mean one thing. It can only mean one thing. You know it. I know it. Alfie knows it. Yes, Binary has won yet again. What did I say last week? We've got to do something. No one's paid attention. No one's done anything. There were no tacks on the thing. No one's been slashing tyres. Come on, folks. Right? This guy is... You know, Gally made a... on a podcast, Gally made a prediction that a certain person was going to win the season. And if we don't knock him off top spot, it might just happen. It might just happen. Yeah, Byron pulled the first for the Mercedes and doing really well. The guy is consistent. You can't take it away from them. Now, what we're going to do is look at the leaderboard. How's the leaderboard sat just now? Okay. Now, it was quite tight in the week. We've got a bit of a split, but it's still quite tight. I mean, Binary 206, Loki's on a 186. You know, one race is all it takes to change that. Patchmark sat third on 140. What else we got? Ooh, the two Manor Racing boys. You know, we had the full Manor Racing team recently. They sat down at the bottom, unfortunately. And that's it. Yeah. Williams, we're kind of split. But it seems to be the Merc, the Red Bull, and the Ferraris, and the McLarens are really, as in teams together, seem to be the top spot. You've got a Toro Rosso in there, just to break it up. But McLaren, the Merc, and the Red Bull are holding their own. And the constructors, there's a hell of a gap. Red Bull, 326. Yeah, so even though Mercedes are winning races, when it comes to constructors, the Red Bull are really pulling away. 326 with the Red Bull, Mercedes are a 246, 100-point gap. That's pretty big. So if Mercedes really want to pull the boat out and win the constructors, they really need to push hard as a team. Ferrari's trailing behind on 153, and there's no one really near them apart from me and Ferrari's the closest one. Even Renault, they're dropped down into 112 on points wise. But it's that's the way it is. Is it going to change? I think there's kind of a trend going on now with the season. It's going to take something dramatic for that change to happen. It really is. Now look at it next week. I say next week in 4 days because this is late. We are off to Germany. Germany's not a track I'm familiar with, to be honest with you, so I need to get some practice in. Make some practice after I've posted this, and see what Germany's all about. On the F1 calendar, it's a busy one, it's a popular one, and I've yet to see it. So I'll have a look at it, and we'll see how I get on next week after racing Germany, and we will go from there. So it's just short and sweet, late as it is, but that's your F1 report from me, Dirty Ewok75, and from Alfred. Alright troops, so take it easy, and I'll see you soon.